I'm taking out my helmet. I throw my helmet at them. You can't get in my head.
Just one.
Get out of my head, Mr. Xavier, please. Oh. I'm getting waterfowl dance by Melania. I'm getting Melania. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Groot one, Groot one. Groot. I am Groot. Dead.
Holy crap. Hello, my friends. I'm a top 500 Overwatch player, and I've been playing pretty much only Psylocke since Marvel Rivals came out. She is insanely good. I got some games on her against literally the team that got number 3 in the beta, and I went 18-5 on her. Okay, tutorial time. Okay, first of all, you have your left click. When you shoot, 2 bursts come out, like this. Each of them does a ridiculous amount of damage, and they can headshot to do even more. The further away you are, the less damage you'll do, because less of the projectiles hit. Pretty straightforward. Then you have your right click. It's the same shotgun burst, like the same style, but when you shoot it, it gets stuck to them, and you can pull it out of them, which does extra damage. It also gives you overshield, so if you right click someone, you'll see my health goes from 250 to 300, and if you pull it through another person, it does the same amount of damage that it does to the first person, and gives you 25 extra over health. Also, if you press shift at all, it will recall your right click. Your shift, it just does damage. It does quite a bit. It's omnidirectional, so you can use it whichever way you want. It's very good for getting high ground. And it goes really far. It's a good escape tool and a good engage tool. You can also melee directly after, like this. So dash melee. And that does a pretty ridiculous amount of damage on its own. Then you have your E. It turns you completely invisible to the other team for 3 seconds. Like, completely invisible. They straight up can't see you. If they shoot you, you appear for like a quarter of a second, and then you disappear again. They have to keep shooting you to keep seeing you. It also gives you a movement speed bonus. Cool. Awesome. But it doesn't make you jump higher, so it's not very good for like taking high ground. That's what your shift is for. You can dash while you're invis, but it makes you uninvisible. Also, typically, I will almost never use my invis to engage on someone. It's either an escape tool or something that you use mid-fight to let your cooldowns come back. So, say for example, I'm fighting this person, I used all my stuff, I have to reload, and it's their turn and I don't get to do a lot of damage. I'll go invis, I'll jump around a bit, I'll try and see, and I'll try and be behind them, and then do my combo on them again. So you kind of get 2 fights in one if you don't use it for your escape. The ultimate is just insane. It has a cast time of about 1 second where you can get stunned or killed during it, but after the cast time, you're completely invulnerable. And it does that. You teleport around in the giant purple circle, and anything inside pretty much dies. The only thing is, if you use this on a tank, it takes forever to kill them. You can 2-shot or 3-shot squishies, but tanks take forever. So using it on 5 or 6 people will not net you any kills, but using it on 2 people, or even 1 tank, or even 1 person if you're going to die, is always worth it and will mostly kill them every single time. You can like kind of push it with 3 squishies or 4 squishies, but anything more than that and your ult won't really do anything. Also, support ults like Loki's ult and Luna Snow's ult just completely counter it and you don't do any damage. So be aware of those. Loki can even counter it without his ult with that like green totem thing that he has, as well as his clones. If there's 3 Loki clones, it's the same as having 3 squishies. You're not going to do any damage. Her shift and her E have ridiculously long cooldowns. You see it's on 12 and this one is on, hold on, 15. But if you shoot someone with your left click, it reduces the cooldown by 1 second per pellet that you hit, which is insanity. Oh yeah, there's her team up ability with if you have a magic on your team, you get what is essentially a tracer recall from Overwatch. When you press it, you will go back to where you were 2 or 3 seconds ago and gain bonus HP based on how much health you're missing. No, this is bonus HP and not regenning the HP you have, so it runs out pretty quickly, so be careful of that. Your cycle is whenever you run out of cooldowns, you just spam click the enemy team until you have your cooldowns back up, and then you look for a flank. When you're looking for a flank and you want to go in and kill someone, the combo is left click so both of them go out, right click, then dash through them, and melee if you want. So it'll look like this. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. Literally insta-kill. And the thing about that combo is that you still have an extra dash and an E to get out. The E is an insane escape tool. You go completely invisible. and they have no idea where you're going. So you can use that to get out. Shift and E will get you out of literally any situation, but sometimes you can get away with just using one shift or just using one E. You can also, sometimes while you're fighting, farm up an extra dash. So say I use mine and I get a lot of left clicks off, maybe I can use another dash and I'll have farmed another dash for escape by the time I want to leave. This left click also reduces the time on your right click, so while you're fighting, you might be able to get 2 right clicks off in one skirmish. I mean, she's pretty straightforward. You want to look for flanks all the time. If you don't have your abilities, you just poke at the other team. It doesn't even matter if you're doing that much damage. You can be like ridiculously far away from them, as long as it's reducing your cooldowns. When you have no cooldowns, you should never go in. You'll die. So make sure you're always farming them first. Yeah, that's Psylocke. Make sure you buy the skin. It's very important. She's really hot. I'll show you some Psylocke clips from my game against the team that got 3rd place in the Marvel Riders beta tournament. It was like $50,000, so these people are not plumbers. They're very good at Marvel Rivals. So you can see how the cooldown cycle and everything works. This is Psylocke. Enjoy. Bye-bye. Subscribe. Hanzo's in here. Nice.
Never miss.
Oh, it's so fat.
Really?
Yes. This is the team that got 3rd place in the beta tournament. We're pushing it pretty far, I gotta say. Kind of farming them. 69. Oopsies. Yay! We beat the number 3 team in Marvel Rivals.